are going to be coming in. Arena first to ban, and well, let's see if we get any of these predictions right, Elijah.
We will be getting these attacker bans out of the way first. Arena picking their first ban to be Flores, and just as we thought, it's quite you know what? Surprisingly, we don't see much of a Flores ban. You know, we always guess it because it is super strong on a map like Oregon, but majority of the teams choose to ban someone else instead. But second ban to come out, and it's a Jackal KJ, so getting rid of some of that roam, or helping your roamers in that.
Yeah, I think you know, Jackal is a pretty, you know, default ban, but we don't usually see that in competitive play as often. But having him off allows you to roam a little bit more freely, especially with Lion and Dokkaebi. You know, Jackal's just that extra thorn in your side. But Valkyrie is going to be the first defense ban to come out, and we did think of it being a possibility, but I didn't think that it would be chosen straight away. But no intel coming from her, and I wonder if it's going to be a double intel ban with Solus being the last.
It's definitely good to get rid of that Valkyrie camera, I would say so myself. Not only can you help it on the defense side, but majority of the times, with global utility being the meta currently, everyone running Dokkaebi, utilizing those calls, being able to hack those cameras as well can quite literally flip the pace and the script of the entire match. Being able to push bunker science, you know, not having to worry about any black mirrors, so I like it. I like the matchups.
Yeah, I think Mira, you know, if you play around her, she can be quite strong on this map, but we're not going to see any of her action coming in this game. But as you can see, we're going into this first round, and they are opting to go, you know, the pretty standard site. Just start us off on that kid's dorms, and look what they're bringing. They're bringing that Solus that I'm talking about. So if Naughty Sausages want to have some pre-placed drones, they better put it in somewhere that isn't going to be spotted easily by this Solus. But they are bringing that Thatcher that is available, so that is definitely going to help them opening up those breaches, and it's going to be an interesting game.
Well, Thermite's going to have to stay alive for that because he's only got those 2 exothermic charges, and if he happens to catch a stray bullet, you've got nothing to fall back on at the moment. You've got the can openers, I imagine, that's going to be on that Amara. That might help you get that attic control. You can imagine she's going to take that quite fast, but I noticed just before, Solus is running the shotgun. Now, that'll definitely help if you're playing downstairs into the kitchen. You're going to have to force to clear her out and get some of that soft destruction through, doing enough damage just to stop the planner utilizing that Solus ability as well.
Yeah, Solus is utilizing that ability and playing in Z, seeing where Mallows is droning, trying to take out that drone. He takes it out, and he's gonna just sort of stay around here, maintain his position until he will be met by one of the players from Naughty Sausages. But it seems like, for the most part, they're just going for your default sort of split push, getting that out of control, getting that master control, and gonna try and open up these walls. So no action just yet, but I'm sure we're going to see plenty of it very, very shortly as those positions will be droned out.
It's all about these first few minutes or seconds of the round. It's all about just getting rid of those checklists, you know, opening up those holes, creating avenues for your team to help get your execute underway, finding out where the roamers are, where everyone's playing inside, so you don't have any troubles. You don't know where anyone's like sitting in a little corner. You need to be able to clear out. I mean, make a good pathway for your team to get it underway. See, EMP is coming out by Thatcher as well to help with that. There is already head holes into the breach though, so you're gonna struggle to get any of that closet control without running into a potential crossfire.
Yeah, and I think both teams are just waiting for one to make the mistake, and some damage being done to the Thermite, but none to take him out just yet, and he's gonna be safe for now. But a minute 20 on the board, and there we go. Harry, he's going to open up the round, and I do believe that was from Attic, and Zeth, he's going to follow up back onto Mallows. So that's your Yana off the board, and Jaeger's going to be off the board for the defense. So everyone just holding their ground and waiting. McCulo, he's going to be shutting down Harry, and that's everyone apart from Hale in that Attic side. So he's all alone, but he does friends in the Master. I imagine an execute is going to be on its way very shortly, but Psychic, he's going to shut down Hills 4v2.
Ooh, a nice shot by Kulu as well onto Hale. Will finish him off, and that'll leave Onion all alone in a 1v4 now, as he's got no ground to work off of the smoke canister, stopping him from taking that closet control, and the quick swing from Kulu is going to finish off the round. That'll swing it easy in the side of Arena to kick us off with.
Yeah, I think Naughty Sausages, they had all the right ideas. They opened up, everything that they needed, but when it came down to pushing the actual site, Arena was just able to hold their ground, and I don't know. It seemed like they didn't really utilize their control as much as they should have. But Arena holding it down and taking the first round here on Oregon.
It was all about their roam potential there. I got to see Thatcher was caught a little bit off guard onto that the classroom position there that Arena had put themselves up coming out of Zulu. They didn't have any pre-placed cameras there thanks to the Soulless utilizing a lot of her abilities to find out and get rid of that attacker intel. So great job by Soulless for being able to do that. That puts you in the advantage. You were able to find Thatcher off guard. Swang your way in the end. But we move downstairs now into the basement. You can see more of a default setup coming on. You got Zethy who's running that smoke. He's going to be holding that elbow. Now, something we've seen quite often, Zube, he's running that Goyo.
Yeah, and on a side like this where it's already very defender-sided, you're going to have some issues, on the execute with those Goyo packs. And it's just an extra thing that you have to deal with as an attacker. And no Flores, you're going to have to try and use your nades or, those ash charges maybe to get rid of it. But they do have that OSA that we were talking about earlier. So they're going to be able to use that Talon shield to their advantage and sort of hold down positions, maybe on that back stairs. But Mallow, he's already in, and he's getting the pings from his team as he's getting live drone. Can he find the pick here onto the Goya? He does. And that is a potential C4 off the board. But Kulo to return onto heels. And seems that every time Arena falls, there is another to find. But now we're just on a bit of a standoff here in Greenhall as Psychic. And I do believe it is Mallow's just waiting for each other to swing.
Both the patience from these players, they know that they're both directly on the other side of this wall here. It's just a man's patient game at the moment, being able to pick up this frag. We'll see who it swings. Looks like Mallow's decided to give up that position just for now. Does a little bit of a quick drone. He's able to spot him out. He's got to shoot the drone, try to go for a swing, and he manages to win the gunfight. Mallow taking off Psychic off the board, and it's not equal yet. You're still another player down if you hopes on equalizing both of these players up.
Yeah, and, they are it's a 4v3, so it's a good position to be in, especially for a site like this. But Zet, he's playing these freezer stairs, so if anyone wants to push this position, they're going to have to utilize their utility and maybe flash him out and push off of that. But that shotgun being so strong, they do have the hatch open, though, so he is sort of stuck there if they play those positions. But Harry, he's opted to go back to it, and he's just going in between, and I think Smoke is able to rotate away if he wants to. He's able to get back safely to the site.
That's good positioning and teamwork coming out from Arena to sort of bleed the time out of Naughty Sausage at the moment. You've got Mallows. He's made his way into the site. Completely unknown. He's able to pick up the kill onto Zephy. Leaving it down to a 2v4 now as he pushes the rotate to find another kill into the round. Taking out Kulu. Now it's a quad kill for him. Can he go for the ace? As Kongi, he manages to pick up one, but it's not enough as Mallow finds the ace of the second round.
How have they allowed Mallows to do that? He's going for a walk. We're at his catwalk at his model show, and he's just walking down it. I don't know how they allow that.
Great from Naughty altogether. I mean, they had that live drone in that got him super fast inside of the kitchen. He's able to utilize the rotates that were already pre-made for him thanks to the defenders. He's able to catch some players off guards, and he just walked around the map, a free bird, if you will. Just picked up kills left, right, and center, and before you knew it, he was downstairs in laundry. Nobody was watching it. They had no intel on it at all, and he was able to find himself a nice ace to prop up his stats. He's looking good. Look at that, 5-1.
Yeah, that's definitely a good round from him, and obviously that ties things up here for his team so far. And we go into round 3. They're going to give that basement site another go. They think that if they shut down Mallow, maybe things will be different. But in terms of the lineup, pretty... well, for the attack at least, it's the exact same lineup. I think they're bringing the Mozzie, though, this time on the side of Arena.
5 seconds left.
Yeah, probably a smart decision. Those drones definitely cost you the round just prior. So getting rid of those, definitely could change the way that you defend downstairs, especially if you've got those roamers up. I imagine you could. You see Onion. He's already got his drone. He's ready to live drone someone in. Looks like they're not taking it just yet though. Harry's made his way upstairs, possibly going for that double window into the bunks.
Poor Orion. Elijah keeps calling him Onion.
Oh, my bad, Orion. Look, I'm not. Can't really see it much. Look, you are tears of joy. That's what the Onion brings. So Orion instead. My bad for that one, but yeah. Let's see if he can pick up some kills this turn. You can see he's propped himself up nicely. He's got 2 of the roamers to deal with though. Psychic, he's managed to stay down in Zulu. You've got 1 upstairs holding the bunk in. Harry M to find a kill onto Zuve. That'll remove him from the board. But a quick jump out to return to equalize things back up to the 4-4. He's going to have to get inside safely though. There's 1 player contesting it. A quick spray. Mallow manages to connect the shots through the doorway to pick up that kill. And that'll swing it into his team's favor now.
Yeah, you sort of run that risk when you jump out that you may find the frag onto the desired person, but obviously you get revealed and, to the rest of the enemy team, they will know your position for a little while, and obviously Naughty Sausages utilizing that and being patient as we are 1 minute 30 into the round, and I do believe they're still on the room clear, but Psychic, he is on his laundry stairs, he's ready to get active, but he just narrowly misses that person running into split, but can he find the one in classroom here? Taking off Habana as well would be a huge pick here. But he's going to open up that laundry hatch and get into meeting rather safely. So Psychic's just going to remain here for the time being. But the time is ticking, and Mallow, he is walking. But BP to spot him out, and he's going to slowly go back, waiting for somebody to swing him.
Ooh, smoke canisters are going to slow them down though. Hale's going to do a lot of that soft destruction to get rid of that bulletproof camera. But Psychic to open up a kill onto Harry and will equalize it back to a 3v3. Managed to down that Habana in the process as well. Kongi to match the energy onto Mallows, and that'll leave Hale all alone in a 1v3 now as he's popped himself up into security corridor. Needs to make his way down laundry stairs. The hatch has been opened thanks to the ex-Kairos of Habana earlier. He can utilize that if he needs to clear some angles, but looks like he's just going to go for the gunfights instead. Makes his way to the bottom of the laundry stairs. I think he hears the Mozzie just there. Looks like Mozzie's a little bit unaware that he's made his way to the bottom of the staircase. You just need a swing, and he picks up the kills thanks to the sound call. Only 2 more left. 20 seconds left to work with as well. No more smoke canisters. They've all been used up. So you've got a little bit of a free reign now.
And I don't think there's any more Goyo packs on that laundry either, and he's just going to walk in. Can he find the 2 picks here? 6 seconds on the board. He's pushed into B side, but he has to find the 1 pillar and the one on the E-box door, but he's forced to plant. And unfortunate for him, the time is not on his side. And Arena, they play it quite smart, running down that clock and securing that 3rd round. So that brings them back in that advantage, 2-1.
Well, they won that one, and they've done their cycle, so they can go back up to that kid's dorms that they won previously as well. So you could definitely be feeling quite comfortable there. Hopefully you can win yourselves a 3rd round, bring you yet another above Naughty Sausage.
Yeah, I think right now, from what we've been going these last 3 rounds, it's just been a little bit back and forth. So I wonder if we see another dominant round coming in from Naughty Sausages. They seem to be adapting here and there to the way that Arena is playing. So now that they're back to this kid's site, I wonder if they change some things. And because last time it sort of just came down to their execute. They had all the right control. They opened up all those avenues that, like you said, but they just didn't know what to do with it. So I wonder this time if they have a better plan in mind, and if they're going to catch Arena off guard again with Mallow, maybe Mallow doing a little bit of a walk again.
Well, I imagine they could. I mean, the first time that they won upstairs, it was the very first round. You weren't quite reading into how the opponent was playing yet, but you've got that advantage this time. You've watched them play this site before, and if you have a look at how they've set it up, it is quite the same, if not just a little different. Basics have been set up, so you kind of have the advantage of knowing how they're going to defend this upstairs. Now you get to work off of that and change up your plan.
Yeah, and In terms of plan, Hills has the plan that one of the people on Arena is going to jump out or run out of that that small tower door, I should say. And I think he set it up nicely. But Kongi going to open up the round, and he's going to shut down Mallow. So that is not a good person to lose very, very early, especially the only nades on your team right now. So he's going to be shut down. And we're left to the 4 of Naughty Sausages.
You're definitely not going to be clearing any positions. You managed to find the shin bones of Kongi there, doing just a little bit of damage, but not enough to have any real impact as of yet, though. You're accompanied by heals as well to help pinch off that player. You have to be a little bit careful of these attic angles. You've got some of the attic positions being worked upon by Naughty Sausages at the moment. You got that opened by the can openers thanks to that Amaru.
Yeah, and they're making quick work of this control too. Harry's just pushing off. They know the position of this Jaeger, but are they able to drop? They do have that tight angle by the mute there in Kids, but he's able to just push through now. And Harry, can he find the pick onto the Jaeger? He is near that game's breach on the Azami, actually. So that's quite a dirty angle there, and he's going to be able to play here rather safely unless he's cleared out.
You can't even quite see him. He's got the Keeper barrier there for support in front and the wall behind. Zephy is going to clean up Hale nice and swiftly as well. And it's looking flawless at the moment for the side of Arena as they clear yet another player off. Hale falls. It's not a good one.
Yeah, and they're just holding their positions. They're not really swinging or anything. They're only taking engagements when necessary. And they're running down this clock, Elijah, and Naughty Sausages aren't able to deal with it. They're not making the plays. They're waiting for the plays of Arena, and they're not giving. But Orion, he's going to take down Psychic, but Kulo to find the frag onto Harry there in Concrete. It's all left to Hills and Orion in this 2v4. Make that just Hills as Kulo takes out him, but Kulo to return onto Zuve. But 23 seconds, 1v3. Can he make it work?
Oh, it's just not enough. Kulo finds yet another kill to close it out, and there we go. Like I suspected, Arena just being dominant upstairs into this kid's dorm, so they win themselves yet another round. We move into the round 5 now, where they're going to be forced to play Meeting Hall and Kitchen. Now that's a site that's a lot harder to defend in terms of attacking, especially if you are more methodical in how you push. They've been using OSA as well, which is super common for this site, so whether they choose to bring it out again, it doesn't look like it at the moment. There's still time to switch.
There is, and like you said, Meeting, you know, it is a little bit harder to defend, but that's because it is that tertiary site. Not a lot of teams, you know, have that opportunity to go to it if the attack has been winning the rounds, but because they've been winning the rounds 2 in a row now, they are forced to go here or that small tower, the dining side, sorry. And they've opted to go here, and I think the reason that it is a little bit more attacker favored is because you don't need a lot of control to, you know, push this side. You only really need that big tower and attic control, and after that you can go for an execute if you'd like, but it really depends on the way that Arena plays. And look what they've brought. They've brought that echo that we love to see, Elijah. They've got that plant denial in case something like that OSA shield goes down and they plant behind it. Echo can deny it.
Well, you can see Mallow, he has managed to switch to the OSA, so that's their plan for this round. You can imagine that they need to take this big tower side. It's not something you can really defend as a defender. Against a coordinated team, you're going to have a lot of trouble being able to hold that tower, so that's going to be given to them quite easily. You can already see that nobody is trying to contest Naughty Sausage from getting that control just of yet. I do like that you mentioned that they brought the Echo, because that'll be super useful, because, you know, if you're trying to counter that plant, you're left wide out and open to that Meeting Hall. So having that OSA shield to be behind as well, having that Yokai drone so you can sit nice, cozy, in a different position to be able to stop the plant, is definitely going to help you in the long run.
Yeah, and Kulo, he's being contested by that double window player, but he's going to rotate down bottom wide, and it's sort of a bit of a disconnected push here. Harry, he's taking this master, and they've gone into big tower, so maybe they're trying to get all of the vert control right now, but it looks like nobody's up here. They've only got they've only got Kulo bottom white. So I think if they're able to take out, you know, Kulo, or just maintain this vert and not allow any flanks to happen, they can utilize this to their advantage, especially going into the later parts of the round when they go for that plant. But Harry, he's on the hatch. He's able to spot out one of the yokais, and that's going to definitely help when that plant goes down. But they see the Solus on the flank, and it's a bit of a stalemate right now. Halfway in the round, and no action to come of yet, Elijah.
Well, they're essentially just trading that time for survivability at the moment, setting up their execute. You can see the EMP is already getting placed down. Ryan, he's going to do that exothermic charge just on that wall to open it up, get it ready. It is looking nice and cozy. Now, having that added control is going to be super big, so you can imagine that Arena, they want to retake that. Plants, look, it's going down. Orion, he's doing God's work at the moment. We're still a minute left, so he's going to be able to force them to push back. The Echo manages to miss that. Can't just deny that as of yet, so they're forced to push back. They can play more passive now that they've got that diffuser down. It's going to force the defenders to peek out into them. Harry winning his fight onto Zethy, and look, just a flurry of kills by Mallow and Harry all together. Sidekick that heals. He's going to finish off those last two as well. So look at that, all in all for the side of Naughty Sausage at the moment, just forcing them to peek into him and just clean him up easy.
Orion going for the ballsy play. He doesn't need a nose to shield. He's just going to plant right in the open there. And he's going to get that down. He did lose his life, but, you know, the attack has become the defenders. And all they got to defend is that little box of the diffuser. And they did that very, very well. And Arena weren't quite able to retake. So that leaves the scoreline to that 3-2. And as we go into round 6, it's the last round before the switch up. They bring themselves that little bit closer to tying things up here.
It was a little bit untraditional to see how OCE was played. You know, usually you'd see it be popped up to help that planter onto that stage, but this time it was upstairs to help holding that addict. So it worked out well for you in the end. You weren't unable to retake that hatch just being super huge for defending, so it's quite a big one. Is he a different sort of reinforcement gadget? Oh, no, he's picked up to go to the other side. That would have been detrimental if you reinforced the left instead of the right. Glad you were able to fix that. That would have definitely swung in the way of Naughty Sausages, but being able to fix that, thanks to, I'm going to guess, the comms of your team.
Maybe it's been a long day for him. Maybe he's had a long day. He's a bit tired, and he thought the right was the left. But, you know, he has his team there to help him. And looks like Naughty Sausages, that they're getting quite active on that bunker. He's already close, ready to push in with that sledgehammer maybe. And they do have that shield there in elbow. And they do have the ADSs there, I would believe. But Psychic, he's holding down this green hole. And he's doing a little bit of a quick peek, but he's going to take some damage. So he's probably going to want to fall off here. And he chooses to do so. But Kulo with the C4 onto that big tower. And he's able to shut down hills. That's your Ying off the board. So that's probably an execute operator. Very crucial to lose early. So that is not good for the side of Naughty Sausages.
We've seen it amongst teams throughout all of the games that we've noticed. Ying being super huge for taking that E-box hatch, you know, flashing yourselves down to get control of that pillar. You're going to find that you're not going to be able to do that this round, especially with these roamers that you still need to clear. You've got the Nomad to help you, though, to cut off some of those flanks, potentially in kitchen as well as you try to get this meeting, but you have to be a little bit aware. Psychic has made his way in. He picks up the kill onto Hale. Mallow as well to find a kill onto Kongi. He's left down to quite low HP, and they are quite in a disadvantageous position at the moment. You can see it's a 4v3. Mallow is being left low as well.
Yeah, it's halfway into the round, and you know, it's not a good position to be in if you are Naughty Sausages, and that's even no worse position to be in as Kulo finds Mallow, and he's able to shut down him as he was on that low HP. But we still have the full HP boys of Harry and Orion. They're going to open up this E-box hatch, you know, create some space for them to work with. But they're going to have to find some 1v1s here if they want any chance of pushing their side. But Kulo, he's on for 3, and he shuts down Harry. Can he secure the 4th? As Orion pushes this big tower stairs here. He's got to go big if he wants to win this round, but he has the time to do so, and that's one way to kick things off as he takes down Kulo. 48 seconds.
It's relatively low HP. They have got the positioning, though. There is one. He's popped up just next to that bunker door there as well. So if you drop, you're going to be pinched between a lot of crossfires, not only just from that E-box door, but from the bunker door as well, the head holes as well. It's going to be super hard. Oh, he manages to find the kill though. That'll be his second of the round, down to a 2v1 now. 26 seconds left to work with, and he's opted to go for the laundry stairs instead. Probably a smart move, reposition as well, as he's already made his way into this laundry storage. Need to be careful of that rotate. He's rotated it up. He's got to play around his team. These refrags are going to become super big. He's in freezer though, but unaware of Zethy's position, is able to capitalize on that. And the kill will go his way.
He was able to sneak in through the laundry, but not aware that there's also the defenders hiding and being sneaky themselves. But Arena, they pick up that last round there, round 6, and they bring that scoreline to that 4-2 on the half and on the switch up. So I think that's a good position going onto that attack for them. But Naughty Sausages, they're on that defense now. They don't have to worry about the clock running down. And I think, their playstyle, the defense will definitely suit them a lot more. So I wonder how Arena will deal with that. Because I think that Naughty Sausages, they're going to choose to swing quite a bit. They're going to get active and not give any room to breathe for Arena.
I mean, Mallow's on attack, just being super strong, a free bird, so you can imagine he's going to do the exact same and face check the attackers of Arena this round. So I can't wait to see what he's got cooking.
Yes, and Hale, he's on this Solus. He's able to spot out these drones and sort of see where they're planning to push here, or at least set up some drones for that those free places. But he's able to get Zuve's drone. He knows that there's another drone outside of the Ying, and he could run out. Oh, it's out in the open. He's able to find another drone, and that's not a good thing.
Through the window. Oh, just narrowly misses it. But 2 drones, that's something to be proud of. You've gotten rid of both of those just into that prep phase early. Now you can see Arena, they're opting for this small tower take first. They definitely want this side. Everyone has spawned there. They need to clear this out now. They've got a live drone as well. Psychic with some pre-fires. They're accompanied by quite literally everyone. They've got that global utility as well. You can see Kongi is running that Lion. That'll help with some Lion scans. Need to get rid of this Solus.
Yeah, and Buck making some rotates for him to utilize in this shower, small tower area, and looks like no one's really holding that side. They're not holding underneath in kitchen right now. They're sort of playing near the bottom armory and meeting positions. So if Zuve pushes in here, he can do some vert. But Harry, he's gonna shut down Kongi, and that's your line. So no more global utility on the board for the side of the Arena, and they're gonna utilize that nade onto that double window, so Hills is going to be careful, I think.
Oh, he runs into it instead. It happened to be just on that top white stairs door. Took a huge chunk of HP as well. The barbed wire is going to be dealt with, position given away thanks to the sound cue. He's popped himself up nicely behind the bunks. Mallows to find the kill onto Zuve. That'll get rid of your Buck as well. Psychic to take a chunk of damage, but the Candelas are all into the site, completely blinding Hills for being able to peek this double window at the moment. But the grenade's going to finish him off as well, thanks to Psychic with a beautiful toss there. And a nice little position revealed onto the white stairs.
Yeah, and Kulo's holding this white stairs flank, and he's able to shut down Mallow. But Harry, he's going to fall down. He's not quite out just yet, but he does need to be picked up, and I would believe they're going to try and get that res off and try and even up that 3v3 again. But Psychic, he's rather low. Ryan, he's got the angle, and he shuts down him. So 2v3 for Arena now. One white, one double window, jump in, but he's going to shut down Ryan with the quick transfer of the spray there, and he's able to shut down both the Ash and the Ying, and utilizing that shotgun, the slug shotgun.
Definitely does a heap of damage, and it worked out in his favor, so they'll crawl themselves closer to Arena in the scoreboard now. Only 1 round separates these two, so looking quite strong on their defense at the moment. Can they keep up the pace?
Yeah, that's really the thing. You have to have those afterburners continuing to run as you are that, the round disadvantage. So you need to keep it going. You need to stay with this momentum as you go down to this basement site. And, it is quite defender-sided, so they definitely have a good possibility of winning this site if they play it correctly. But in terms of the setup, pretty standard. They've got that K to deny those hatches. But you remember, Thatcher is on the board, so they either have to trick it or just sort of waste the time of Arena in the sense that they have to use that Thatcher to open up that hatch. But I would imagine that Arena want to get those hatches open nice and quickly. And I wonder if Naughty Sausages are going to play a heavy sort of roam here, or if they're just going to sort of bunker on the side.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Well, they played us super fast last time to get control. They're super confident within their intel, their live drones as well, to, you know, help you get control. You see that's what they're going to do is, again, hopefully that global utility of Kongi can stay alive just a little bit longer to help out the teams. This last round, he was that first blood who managed to fall down. They're going to save their drones this time. They're not going to fall to hail onto that Solus. They're going to get some of that small tower action going underway as well as the bedroom Sethi is making his way inside.
Yeah, I think they're going for that roam clear. They want to ensure that there's no one going to be flanking from that upstairs, and he's going to do some vert onto those laundry stairs. But Mallows, I think he is going to try and come up those laundry stairs, or maybe Orion, but they're sort of just waiting. Oh, no, Orion, he's going to place a C4 there, ready to detonate. Oh, bit of a premature one there, but unfortunately, it does no damage. Hills, though, he's going to take some damage. I don't quite know from where, but it looks like Arena's doing a good clear here. But they aren't aware of him in tier 3. Do you see that, Elijah?
Yeah, I mean, he's made his way up, so if they don't drone him out, which it's quite difficult to do, it's a lot of time wasted if you choose to try to climb your drone up that ladder, so they're probably going to skip that part, be completely unaware of Hills hiding up in that T3, and he's going to be able to capitalize on that little intel to get a cheeky little flank going for them. You got 1:36 seconds left for Arena to make their execute. They're just checking off checklists at the moment, you know, clearing out these roamers, doing a little bit of vert to make sure it's all safe for you to roam this top floor clearly. No problems yet.
Yeah, but that problem will be Hills if they don't clear him out. If they do choose to push that big tower, he's going to have the flank of a sentry. But Orion, he's playing a little bit of an off angle, prone there, but the hatch will be open, and Mallows to open up the round and shut down Kulo. He's able to hit the double digits now. Can he find another kill here on these laundry stairs? He's quick peeking, popping some shots, but none to connect just yet. But Zuve and Psychic, they're going to be pushing through this laundry, but nothing to come of yet. But C4 to go out, and Mallow finding his second.
That isolates your diffuser as well, so you have to swing out quite deep if you hope on reclaiming that. Kongi to take a huge chunk of damage in his fight as well. Orion to finish him off. That'll leave it down to a 2v5 now. Hale, he's got a position revealed inside of that freezer as well. A quick swing from Hale's able to clear up Zethi, and Orion to match it. Find a nice little kill for himself, so another one of the round.
Flawless round 2 for Naughty Sausages, and that brings our scoreline to be even once again, Elijah. So they've definitely found their momentum on this defense, and like I said, I think this is where they shine. They're more comfortable, you know, running down that clock and being aggressive in those first, you know, few minutes, and then they sort of just calm things down and lay in wait. And Arena not quite able to deal with it just yet, but still plenty of rounds to work with. And I wonder, going into round 9, we're going to see some adaptation from Arena as we go to that meeting site, which we saw Arena sort of struggle with holding against Naughty Sausages. I wonder if Naughty Sausages can hold it that little bit better.
They've got all the util to do so. I mean, they've got that OCE as well. They did have 2 global utilities, but you need some of that hard destruction, so Kongi is going to opt to swing to that as well. You got the Kiba barriers. That's going to help you hold that, especially if you're playing quite aggressive, but it's really all about holding this vert. You see last time, they couldn't really hold it thanks to them getting that out of control, having that hatch opened as well, so they're going to have to try and hold that for their dear lives if they have any hopes in potentially winning out this round 9.
5 seconds to go.
Yes, and
look at the denial. Maestro.
They've got a Maestro instead of an Echo, so, you know, both teams opted for that plant denial, but Mallow's using the Maestro. You know, it's a little bit harder to deal with in terms of that. You know, it can't go on the roof, but it definitely can be put in some cheeky positions, and you have to use utility to destroy it. You can't just shoot it like a Echo drone. But first engagement going to come out, and Psychic going to find an early frag onto the Jaeger there. Luckily for him, all these util will be placed, so not the biggest of worries for the defense, but still an early frag for the attack. And they're doing a bit more of an untraditional push, opening up this split wall here, and maybe that's where they want the plan to go down.
Yeah, it's definitely going to help them. They've got the OSA already propped up into that garage as well. Gulu to find the kill onto Hills. That'll remove yet another player on the side of Naughty Sausages. So it's looking quite flawless for the side of Arena at the moment. They just need to get their execute underway. There is Harry M. He's popped himself up nicely in that split. He's going to force you not to be able to jump in just of yet. He wants to play quite aggressive to see if he can even up those odds, those Kiba barriers, being able to cover up that hole to help you hold just a little bit more. But going to be spotted by the drone. He's got a little bit of a cheeky angle here as well. He's forced to give up that position. He's going to need some help from the rest of his team.
Azami, just so strong. Like, look at what she can do. She's able to cover up those angles and deny those entries. And Orion denying the entry of Kulo and bringing that little bit closer in terms of the man count right now. And that was all the way in basement.
Oh, no. He tried to go for a little bit of a sneaky take, but there happened to be a player there that you are unaware of, so he's able to capitalize on that. Sort of burning out for time at the moment is you don't know where any of these players are playing. You've changed up, you've sort of gone for a plan B instead. Psychic to take a huge chunk of HP in his engagement, able to win it out, but Mallow's utilizing that huge LMG to take the head off Zuve, will bring it back to an equalizer, but Orion to find the kill onto Psychic will now swing it in your way of the defense now as he's left down to Zethi and Kongi, but Kongi pick up the kill onto Mallows is going to open up a lot of possibilities for the rest of the round. Got 49 seconds left to do so. Kongi, he's on quite low HP compared to his teammate and the rest.
Oh, the angle from Zeth, able to shut down Harry, and it's all left to Orion. I think he needs to find 4 in this round to win it, and Plant's going to go down. Kongi is holding, but he is quite low, and Orion, he shuts it down, stops the Plant from going down, and he has the angle. Zeth.
He's too good with a shotgun. He said someone take it off him.
You need to stop this man and running this shotgun. He's just too good.
And I think that's what's that the second clutch of Orion in this map just altogether, just with that shotgun specifically. So he's a demon on that weapon. He's able to utilize it, bring out the potential of Cade. Well played.
Maybe you woke a fire in him, Elijah. You called him Onion, and he didn't like it, and now he's an unstoppable force. And Naughty Sausages, they're in the lead now. I think this is the first time in this this matchup so far that they have taken that lead. They've been trailing behind Arena for the majority, and now they have the lead, and they're 1 round away from that match point. So this defense proving quite in their favor. They haven't, I do believe they haven't lost a round yet. They've won all 3 rounds, done a full rotation, and they're able to go back to this kid's dorm side. And I wonder if Arena, we want to see that adaptation. They haven't quite been able to deal with the way that Naughty Sausage has been playing on any of these sites. You know, they do come close in terms of the man count, but then it all falls apart.
10 seconds left.
And like we said, it's just Orion, man.
Just deal with it. You know, just get just a 1 bullet headshot. That's all you need.
What has happened to this hatch?
It doesn't seem like they can open it. Interestingly enough, though, I don't know if you can see that at the top right, but Arena sitting in 2nd, Naughty sitting in 7th. So this is big for Naughty, being able to, you know, get yourselves up Arena.
This is week 2, so, you know, those standings are only from 1 match, but it is true, you know, 2nd place is the trailing team right now. So Naughty Sausages, they're proving that their you know, last week's loss, it means nothing. They can bring it back. They can win a game, but they still have to win the next 2 rounds. Otherwise, Arena could also take it. You know, it's only 1 round. It's anybody's game still. But it looks like they're going for pretty standard push. They've got that Blackbeard on that double window, just being patient, waiting for somebody to make that mistake. But for the rest of the team, they're pushing that attic. They're pushing this Armory Hall. And Harry, is he aware of this Ash in this Armory Hall? I think he is. And he's going to sort of just fall back a little bit and take his time, drone things out, and ensure that they're not getting flanked, maybe.
Well, they haven't made any progression on that main wall just yet. You can see that they've got no EMPs left to do so, so you're going to need to utilize some of those frag grenades or potentially the Ash charges as well. So you need those 2 players to stay alive, maybe not dump all of their utility just in one place before you manage to get that wall open. Need a little bit of that pressure to be placed upon Naughty Sausages. Be hope on winning. Hills, though, adding pressure onto Kongi. He's able to eliminate him as well. Does take a little bit of HP in the process as well, but a roam from the split. Mallo's able to capitalize on Kulo not knowing where he is, and he's able to rotate away safely, unpunished as of yet.
Yeah, it seems like Naughty Sausages, they're just weaving through the attack and the hold of Arena, making their way around those flank drones. And Orion, once again with his shotgun, finding the head of Zuve, but Psychic able to shut down Mallows, and it's a 2v4. It is doable. They still have some time, but Hills, he's going to deny that idea from coming to fruition. But Zethy, he's going to find the refrag back onto Hale, and it's all left to Zethy in a 1v3, 40 seconds on the board. Can he make it work?
Ooh, it's a scary sight when you see Orion still alive with that shotgun as well. Takes a little bit of HP thanks to Hills at the back onto the bunks as well. He's unable to do anything just of yet. You did get the breach open. I did hear it earlier, so you might be able to utilize that, but Hills is not going to let you.
Yes, he found 3 in that round. It's a big round for him, and he was able to, utilize that skin from the new packs, by the way. That Rainbow's Magic pack. He's making it work, giving him a buff. But a timeout coming in from Arena. Match point for Naughty Sausages. They want to sort of figure out what they're doing on this attack. Like we said, they have not won a single attack. And they want to sort out what's happening, what's going wrong. And hopefully they can fix these mistakes going into this round 11. Otherwise, if they lose this next round, that's game over. That's GG. But 2 rounds, they can make it work.
We've seen clutches like this happen before where it looks like it's going to go one way. We end up going the full distance and they win that overtime match point. So it's still doable for Arena, but you can't make any more mistakes from here on out. So looking forward to seeing how the next round will play out. Could be potentially our last, or we might be able to go just a little bit further.
Yeah, and they do have that access to that basement site, which we saw was so dominant from Naughty Sausages. So they're definitely going to have to step up big here if they want to win this round on the attack. But it looks like they're bringing all the right stuff. They're bringing that Habana and that Thatcher to help open up those hatches and deny that Cade from sort of tricking that hatch or just the Cade claws on those hatches. But I think the problem is just the defenders being able to work their way around the attack. They're just able to flank and be in those right positions to deny anything that Arena wants to do. So maybe if they shut that down... Oh, Mallow's doing a bit of a moonwalk, but he looks okay now.
It's in celebration, anticipation of potentially the last round. He wants to do a quick boogie before moving into the attack phase. And he's sitting quite comfortable. He's had a huge game himself, so you can imagine he's quite hyped up.
Yeah, he's having a boogie being 13-8. He's having a bit of fun.
Matched by Orion. Look, Orion caught up to him. He's at 13-5 now, so he's doing better.
He for sure is, and he's on the he's off the Cade duty though. He's on the Solus. He wants to get active. He wants to run around a little bit. He's nerfing himself.
Ooh. He's popped himself up to the shower hall, so Kongi is going to have to be more vigilant in terms of droning him out. He does manage to catch him off, though. Going to want to try to swing that Kulu. Just not being fast enough, he manages to rotate him back to that shower corridor. Nice and safe, utilizing that ability to make sure there are no drones following you just of yet, but you're quite loud. I do believe that they know, and the standoff is already happening here. You reveal that you're spotted out by the drone as well. You can't quite hit it. You're unaware of the swing of Kulu. Hills finds one as well out of screen. So you're back to the equalizer of 4-4 for both of these teams at the moment. You need to get their roam kill underway. I don't believe there are many roamers left.
No, I think after that one, they all sort of fell off, but Hills, no, he's on the roam. He's on Armory stairs. He's in lobby. I think he wants to rotate off. Yeah. He doesn't want to give his life, and they're going to barricade that laundry back up. Stop any cheeky walk downs from those stairs, and they still have this hatch open, and we're about to approach that halfway mark into the round, and they're probably just trying to make sure that it is all clear. They have the go-ahead to open up those hatches, and they still have that Thatcher to help with that. So losing the buck isn't all doom and gloom. They definitely have the right ops to get this underway, but I think if you put that Habana on, it's going to be a little bit late, and the Cade is going to reactivate.
Might need to be just a bit scarce of that. It looks like he gets it just in the nick of time though, so you're able to open up that E-box hatch with no struggles as of yet. You've made your way for that freezer hatch as well, so you're definitely boxing in the defense of Naughty Sausages at the moment. Got a little bit of time left to work with though, just about over a minute left. You need to get this execute underway. A lot of crossfires though from Naughty Dogs.
Yeah, they have all the crossfires set up. They're waiting for this execute to be underway. 50 seconds. Hills, he's playing cheeky prone on these stairs, but I don't think anyone's playing this freezer. They look like they're just going to go for this E-box drop, and he's making his way up.
Yeah, well, he's now positioned himself up those stairs just a little bit further than what he was last time. So if he goes for a late flank, could be quite big, or whether he chooses to help out his team by returning back. But there's already a quick drop on the E-box. Kong is able to capitalize on Hale not knowing of his position. Yeah, that'll bring it down to a 4v3 now as the smoke canisters come off. Try to do a lot of damage there. Harry M to capitalize on his position. Back down to a 3v3 now. Hills, he's made his way up top of the E-box hatch, but it looks like Kongi is aware, and he's got to go back up to try and find his position. He's able to kill him out. That's his second kill of the round. Diffuser going down by Zuve as well. Only 5 seconds left. You've got all the angles that you need. There is Harry M. He's found himself into bunker and finds himself a kill as well. Mallows to return one. Zuve to try and bring it back, but it's not enough as Harry M is able to clear him up nice and easy. And that'll be that very last round. Just being a little bit scarce of those potential claymores before you get that diffuse. Now, what a GG. Naughty Sausages taking that wing 7-4.
Yeah, Harry, he found 3 in that round, and unfortunate for Arena, they're just not quite able to find any momentum on that attack. And maybe it's a comm issue, maybe it's just, you know, new team, they're not quite able to work together as well. But Naughty Sausages, flawless on the defense there, and they're looking strong.